What's up, guys? I'm Diggett Starnes. Today we have a Yanmar VO55 excavator, and I'm going to provide a review with that. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Alright, so this is a 2022. It has about 200 hours on it. First of all, I guess the styling. So they changed the color from yellow to red. Not like that really matters at all, but at first the red, it was just very different for Yanmar machines, but definitely makes it stand out, and I think it's growing on me. So now to get into the features of the machine. So this machine right here with the canopy, it weighs roughly 11,800 pounds. A cab machine is going to put you up to a hair over 12,000. It has a 4-cylinder turbocharged Yanmar diesel engine that's putting out 47 horsepower, roughly, a little bit more. It's like 47.6. So plenty of power for a unit this size. So the way that this one's set up, and I really enjoy it, it has the tag thumb on there. Yanmar has an excellent quick coupler. It's a hydraulic quick coupler, and it's tucked down in there. You got your 2 lines for it, and these are hard lines wherever they can be hard lines. Very well protected. This quick coupler does a really great job. You can see the hydraulic cylinder in there. Grease points are right there. And then the hydraulics package that this thing has on it is great as well, because as you can see, it's running the thumb. You have your quick coupler hooked up, and then this is getting more and more common where your thumb is plumbed, and then you can also attach a breaker, whatever sort of attachment that uses hydraulic power on this machine. You quick couple it, change the selector valve over on both sides, and without removing the thumb, without doing anything extra, you can quick couple and then quick connect a hydraulic implement. So that is really awesome. Another thing that I really like on these machines is these cylinder guards. You can see them here, has them on all 3 of your arm cylinders, and from a distance they don't look like much, but I mean, you get up to it, that's, I'd say, nearly 1/4 inch steel plate. And as you can see, this one already has a couple bangs on it right here. So I mean, if you have a tree branch, it will deflect something that could potentially cause damage. So having that on there, I wish that was a standard feature on everything across the board. That is a standard feature on Yanmars. You can see up there, same thing. Up there it has some scratches on it, and it's been beat on a little bit, so just that little bit of added protection could be the difference between a stick or a limb bouncing off of it or actually causing some damage. So we have a dealer near us. It's a Vermeer and Yanmar dealer, and that's where this one would have been purchased from. If you didn't know, Yanmar was the first excavator manufacturer to come out with the independent swing boom. So that's what this is right here. Single pin independent swing boom. Yanmar, they were the first ones that created this and put it on their machines. So if you're thinking, oh, Yanmar, I've never heard of that, is that an off-brand? The answer is absolutely not. I would put this machine, I'd say probably, I mean, definitely above Kubota, above Bobcat, above John Deere Minis. Caterpillar, you're getting a lot more features, but they're also a lot more expensive. I'll tell you this, if I was to personally buy a mini excavator, it would be a Yanmar. You can get the angle blade on these. The blade's of pretty solid construction, has a good cutting edge, standard tracks like you're going to see on any other machine. The pattern changer right here is easily accessible. I've got guys that run backhoe pattern, and then I run standard ISO. So you just take this right here, boom, pattern switched. Clearly labeled, no wrench needed, right there, ground level. So I really enjoy that. Kill switch right here on the side. For when your guys are being dumb, you just run up to them and hit the switch. Machine dies. Operator station, it's pretty comfortable. If you're a real big guy, you know, it is a mini excavator. You know, you pretty much know what to expect there. The pedals, I wish were better. On their larger machines like the 80 and the 100, they're a lot more functional, but they're only working with so much space right here. So typically for tracking, it's going to be more comfortable and practical to use your hands with this size machine. You got your thumb right there, so your thumb toggle, that is going to be for your thumb. It's an extremely fast actuating thumb, which is something that I look for. So that's great. Obviously pretty good visibility. Back here, engine compartment, fuel filter right there, coolant level right there, fuel filter right there, oil fill right there, oil filter right down there. So for a service, everything you need is right here when you open up this back door, within arm's reach. Nothing's hard to get to. This is the same fuel filter housing that you're going to see on John Deere skid steers, everything else. If you don't know, got my skid steer over there. It's a John Deere 325G. It also has a Yanmar engine. Deere uses Yanmar engines in all of their 1 through 4 series tractors. And then also on all of their skid steers and mini excavators, they use Yanmar engines. Even though their mini excavators are made by Hitachi, they put Yanmar engines in them in Japan, so on and so forth. So Yanmar engines I like. I have a Yanmar engine in all the skid steers I've had. My previous John Deere mini excavator, Yanmar engine in my dad's tractor. They are extremely durable. I've never heard of one just grenading on itself. They're very good at cold starting, so only good things to say about the Yanmar engine. Right here, fluid level, diesel fuel. That's a sight line right there. It's pretty dirty, so you can't exactly see. Oh, I'm sorry. But right there, that is like a sight line. Open this up here. You got your fuel and oil fill with your air filter. Again, super easy to get to. Dust unloader valve. That is pretty dusty. And then as far as the quick coupler goes, the quick coupler is really easy to operate. I'm going to go ahead and show you that. Alright, so this is the cab of the machine. You got all your switches. This one's pretty plain Jane with it being a rental, but fire it up. I'm going to show you how this quick coupler works. Purrs like a kitten. So here's all your, you got a little LED screen right there. Fuel, temperature, hours. Pretty simple stuff right there. Lets you know how many liters per hour of fuel you're potentially using. This is your blade, raise and lower. Check out that thumb right there. I mean, in an idle, this is a fast thumb. Now it doesn't want to let me use the thumb. Oh, here we go. So like if I rev this up, I mean, that's at an idle. I would consider that, check it out when I rev it up. That is one fast actuating thumb. I like that a lot. So now, how to use the quick coupler. Yanmar quick coupler, mounted right here. Flip it open. Power. It's going to be beeping at you. Take the pressure off your bucket. Disengage. It's a lot like the pin grabber style you'd see on any big excavator. Boom. That's it. Bucket's dropped. It is as simple as that. Put it back on. Doesn't help, this thing's loaded with dirt. Put the bucket back on. Boom. Just like that. Locked in, ready to go. Power off. That's it. That's how you switch the whole bucket. Another quick thing you can tell that Yanmar did a really good job on, I love the way they put their lights in there. Their lights are protected. Your chance of breaking that light is much lower than any other normal spot. I mean, all these welds on here, this is definitely, it's built really well. You can tell that the build quality is there on all the mounting stuff, on all their linkage, on all their pins. They really did things cleanly, and everything looks strong. I mean, these are hook points right here for hoisting it, another hook point up there. That also adds a ton of structural rigidity in the boom itself, so you know there's going to be a very strong boom. Grease fittings, there's one right there. Grease fittings are all very easy to get to. They got a guard right there, which is pretty much standard now, but the build quality is definitely there. So now, I'm sure you guys want to see it in action. I have a spillway to dig right over here. So I'm going to do some digging. We're going to get some aerial footage, and then I'm going to set the GoPro up on the boom so you can see up close everything that it's doing, digging and dumping the dirt. So here we go. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed it. It digs pretty darn well. It's a quick little unit. I'd put it against most other units. I was digging through virgin ground, very hard clay for that spillway. So the quick coupler's great, but just know that anytime you add a quick coupler to anything, you're losing breakout force. So if it didn't have a quick coupler, it probably would have dug better. Well, it would have dug better, dug better because it would have more breakout force on that bucket. So keep that in mind. If you're going to do a lot of digging and not a lot of switching to buckets, you might want that breakout force. But I hope you enjoyed the review. Coming soon, I'll be doing a review. We're going to have some Wacker-Neuson excavators and compact track loaders. The farm and home down the street from me, they've watched my videos and they wanted me to check one out, leave a review. So as soon as they get hands on a demo unit, I'm going to try it out and do an in-depth review on that as well. I think you guys are going to find it really interesting. I've already taken a sneak peek at one, but waiting on a demo unit to get here, so that should be really awesome. Thanks for watching. If you don't follow me on TikTok, go check that out and drop a comment and let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to review or demo next. Have a good one.